Starting. Hello, everybody, and welcome to probably my first long form video, as well as why is it purple again?
What are you talking about?
It's not purple.
And I'm being gaslit. Okay, well, I guess that's fine. You know what? As well as the first episode of Shattered Wings. Let me just go down the list. Ashley, do you want to introduce yourself and the real Ashley, not the fake Ashley? Please?
What do you mean? I am the real Ashley.
Why would there be a fake Ashley?
Okay. Okay. Ion and/or Ashley and/or you know what? The Canadian introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Ashley.
That is 2 votes for Weeping Angels next battle.
No, no,
Got
no,
it.
fine. Ashley, introduce yourself. I'll stop.
He's no weeping angels. Hello, everybody. I'm Ashley Orion. Uh, I'm playing Ludolai here in Shattered Wings.
Okay, Ion, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Ayana. I am playing Amara, and I hate weeping angels.
Oh, can I add I hate weeping angels as well?
Okay, yeah, sure. Pi, would you like to introduce yourself?
Howdy, I'm Pieman99. I will be playing Arena, and Weeping Angels ain't shit.
See? Pi wants Weeping Angels. Maid, are you ready or do you want to skip your intro? That's fully optional.
Yeah, I'll introduce myself. Hey guys, it's Porcelain here, and I'll be playing Isentar for this campaign for the time being.
For the time being. I hope Icenter doesn't die. Anyways,
Well, when I'm around, you can't have too many promises now, can you?
you know what, Lunalai? That's 3 votes for Weeping Angels.
Fuck you. I'm not.
No!
Hey, if there's a weeping angel session, I'm not showing up.
I won't tell you when it are when it are.
Oh, what's the matter with weeping angels?
Yeah, that's terrible.
Everything.
They're terrifying.
They're very fun.
No.
No.
Oh, I should probably do my introduction.
You know that would be helpful if you are comfortable.
Yes. Hello, everybody. I'm Az. I will be playing Atcher in this campaign, and I'm the fucker who invented the weeping angel puzzle.
No!
Wait, so me and Ion get threatened, but Az is like, you can do it if you want.
Yeah,
Do what?
yeah. Do what?
Angels!
Yeah, you guys want
I
Weeping?
was meaning the intro.
What about what
The
about?
introduction.
Oh.
It's very optional. You can tell me now. Uh, what about crying holy beings? Y'all good with crying holy beings?
Why do I get the feeling this is
I
just
am
another
not
way of phrasing
okay
crying
fighting
angels?
things.
No, they're Mormons that are crying.
Okay,
Can we
how do they
stop with the?
function?
Don't worry about it.
Are they
Anyways,
like Mormon leaders, or are they just Mormon members? Like, what kind? What are we talking here?
they have relations to Jerry.
I don't think
Who the
Jerry has
fuck is
relations
Jerry?
to.
Anyways, let's get right into it. Pi, hello. We're gonna start with you.
Glorious, where are we starting?
Okay, where would you be in your house at this moment? At like midday, nighttime? Well, what time what time does your character go to sleep?
Well, Arena, being the entertainer that she is, wouldn't be going to sleep until just after the usual dinner ends at the local tavern because she doesn't have a house at the moment.
Imagine
She
being homeless.
fits around town to town, city to city, playing music and dancing for room, board, and occasionally money.
Okay. And so after you do all that and you get done dancing and you go to at least rest your eyes for a second, you find yourself drifting off to sleep, and in your dream, you see this very purpley bluish void as a woman stands in front of you. You would know this, being from Frian, that this is the goddess Stelia, the goddess of art and stars, and she hasn't come into your dreams before, but it is heard of that she does at times. And she stands before you with her long purple hair made of stardust, with her eyes one blue and one red, and she's about like 6'4", so she kind of stands over you. And and if you're taller than 6'4", she makes herself physically taller than her. Stop breaking the waiting room.
Oh no, my girl is 3'2". She is a goblin, very
Oh,
tiny.
then she stands over you, and can you describe your character real quick?
Of course, Arena Touche per las Estoles is a goblin, as I said, about 3'2", with rising sun yellow eyes, a darker tone of olive green, and dark purple hair that is teetering onto black.
We love the purple hair. Um, That's five votes for Weeping Angels. I'm joking. Anyways, as you look upon this woman and as she's kind of towering over you, she kind of sits down to be someone at your level, although because you are only 3 foot, she is not succeeding completely. Um, but she says, Arena, you're I have been watching you for and she
You got
holds she holds out her
uh,
hand. Sorry, what?
Arena is going to give a slight curtsy of damn near impeccable by the way, and she says, I got this meeting that help of me is a very much a boon for me.
The goddess nods slightly and she hands you a pendant with a dragon wing on it. It's made of of pure silver, and it is. You can tell if you sold it, you would get quite a bit of gold for it, but I wouldn't suggest selling it. Um, and she says, "Here, this should lead you to her." She pauses for a moment. I guess I should explain further, though. My niece, Lathia, she needs someone to help her, and her partner. She pauses for a moment and glances up above her. Though she is strong, she cannot defeat. And you can tell she wants to say something, but she's not. Well, I can't fully say everything, as the creator does not like us meddling. She kind of gives a slight shrug. However, she cannot do it alone. I need you to find a girl named Amara, a nightling named Asher, and a Luna Lie. I don't really know what she is. I don't even think she knows what she is. She mutters under her breath. And a noble sage named Azentar. Yes, a Luna Lie. You should be finding them in a tavern. However, how I'm going to make you both fight three Jerrys. Sorry, I got distracted. She says, I believe I can send you there. However, I cannot give much more information as the creators do not like us meddling. She kind of shrugs and she opens up a portal in front of you that's in this bluish, greenish hue to it. And she says, once you wake up, you will arrive there with a good amount of gold in your pocket. And she pauses for a moment. The blessing of a goddess. And with that, she kind of kisses your hand. Not, again, not in a romantic way, but in a, how like a mom would for a kid or something like that. And she smiles softly. Again, once more, uh, I know that you are perfect for the job. I, you are one of the strongest warriors that I have seen in Frian. And she kind of stands up and gestures to the portal. If I'm not mistaken, you are that one of the strongest warriors that I have met, or that I have seen in all of Lystorya.
Arena gives a feral smile, uh, and a light shrug. The fuck, what's the word I'm looking for? The blessings of a goddess. What more can I ask for?
She kind of smiles at you, in return.
My patron, I, and by the powers of my patron, will ensure that I will find these four and be able to help them on their quest. This I swear on my name.
Thank you. Truly. Once your quest is completed, I will make sure that your land is protected and has the blessing of the stars for over hundreds of years.
And I would hope to keep that blessing. If not for me, then for my family and for my people.
Um, she nods and leads you to the portal, and as you walk by, or as you walk in, you see this very dingy looking tavern. Oh, I hope I still have the map. I don't. Oh my god, I accidentally deleted it. That is so annoying. Um, you end up in this dingy looking tavern. We'll just put here. It feels very dry. The earth feels warm underneath you as there is no wood floor, um there's no carpet, there's nothing underneath you. It's just a dirt floor, some tables, and a very rustic looking bar with a few drinks on there, but you can tell this place is kind of decrepit. uh and Amara and Lunalight, let's turn to you. Let's turn to
Okay.
you
Because
two
they're
for a
tired of
second.
the random effects.
I hope you two don't mind I put your thing together just because you two know each other.
I'm
Yeah, that's
hungry.
fine. That's fine by me. Ashley, is that fine by you?
Boss,
Yeah,
shut up. Apologies, I have to go murder my pet dragon.
Okay. Yes, you need to have a talking with me.
I can't delete it
Yes,
right
you
now,
need.
so everybody just ignore the dragon in the corner, okay? He doesn't matter. Um,
Where's Dakota? Shoot! I forgot to make Dakota.
you forgot to. I guess you just don't have Coda for the first session. Damn.
I will make him right now. Do not test me.
Um,
He's being made actively.
okay. Lunalite, let's start with you two first. You find yourselves wherever you may be. You pop into this ginormous forge as this man stands before you. He has long dark hair down to his shoulders. He's wearing a more flannel outfit with denim overalls. He's giving lumberjack vibes, but if a lumberjack was a blacksmith, he's got some oil stains over his things, and he looks at you both kind of up and down. He says, "You two must be Luna and Amara. He turns to you, little Mai, and sees that you're flying. And he kind of just sighs. I know that I need you for this mission, but for what you did. And he snaps his fingers, and Linala, you no longer have the ability to walk.
No, I don't have the ability to walk. Well, good thing I'm floating then.
Or, you don't have the ability to float, my bad.
Oh,
So
yeah, I guess Moonlight just falls to the floor.
anyways. Yeah, that's what you get for what you did to my niece. He kind of just shrugs.
What have I done? I haven't done anything. I don't know you. Hello. I'm 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 not Lunalai.
He
Wait,
shakes his
hold on.
head. Sorry, what?
Who's your niece?
Lathia, you met her before, right?
Yes, we have.
Yes, for what this child did to Lathia, you do not have the ability to float. I'm sure you'll gain it back eventually, but you are not in many people's good favor up here. He kind of just gestures around the forge. Um, however, I do need your help. He turns to you, Amara. You seem to be the more saner ones of the two. He kind of clears his throat as he's speaking. My name is Erwan, god of the forge and fire, and he bows to you. I humbly ask for your help. I've been watching over you for a while, and you look to be a great inventor. I need your help saving my niece, as she is in an arranged marriage with this person named Trevor. He says the word Trevor with the most disdain possible. Unfortunately, Beatrix has put her in this marriage, and the Creator does not like us meddling, or we would assist. I need you both. He turns to Lunalai. Unfortunately, I need you both to find Atcher, her Lathia's girlfriend. He pauses for a moment. I think the noble Azentar and the warrior Rhea. Do you think you can do that for me? In exchange, I will give you this. He pulls out a warhammer that is made of fire. You have it in your sheet already. Um,
Yay.
and he
Never mind.
offers two of them to the both of you.
I grab one of the hammers. Where is
I also grab a hammer.
You know what? And he snaps his fingers, and Lunalai, you now have Patron's ability that you have. Let's give you the power of fire. You seem like you would be so responsible with that. This will be fun. And you two end up in the same tavern that you saw that I described to Pi, and you see Rhea in front of you. Real quick, can you both describe your characters real quick? I totes forgot to ask that.
You want to go
Hurry up.
first?
Me?
Yeah.
I am I two-dimensional here, or did they remove that?
You're three-dimensional.
I'm three-dimensional. God, they removed my flight and they removed my cell shading. God damn it. So I guess I have like this kind of Lunalai has kind of white dress on. She has this sort of blue, somewhat cloak-like thing, though it only goes down to like her elbows. Elbows. It has a hood on it. It's mainly blue with like a sort of gold trim. She has gray hair kind of put into two ponytails at the back of her head. Well, I say gray, it's more of a silver. Blue. She has got blue kind of draconic like eyes, and then she has like two lightningish bolt markings on her face. And she is she is exactly 4 feet tall. She is very in kickable height.
Amara, would you like to go?
Uh, Amara is average height. She has the token's a little wrong. She has one purple eye and one red eye, not a blue eye. I need to update that. Um, uh, and she has this metal-looking backpack on her back, and she glows like an emissive texture.
She's also deaf, which isn't important to the story, but I like the fact that Ion made her character disabled because I'm legally blind and I like disabled versatility.
I
She is
like
also
that because my character knows sign language throughout
Does he
where we.
know American Sign Language though? Because Amara's from a different dimension.
uh
It's it's common. It's high common sign language is what it's considered.
another thing is that she has hearing aids, so she can hear right now. And also her dog, she has a robotic dog that is also purple, that has arms that will reach out of his back, and he can sign and translate for her if she needs it.
Nice.
It's fun. Sorry to interrupt for 2 seconds, but I want to say real quick. I find it extremely hilarious that the only member of this party that doesn't have a name that starts with A is Lunalai.
Hello.
Well, this is clearly the A team.
I guess
Lunali's
I'm not
just
part of this team.
here.
I'll just leave.
No,
No,
you
come
are
here.
not leaving. You are staying here.
Now you gave me the ability to break the fourth wall. I don't need to stay here.
Don't tell people that. Not supposed to know that yet. Bad Lunali. Bad.
Oh damn.
Anyway, anyways, Azentar, would you like to go?
Where am I coming in at?
You are in a different town. I just don't have a map for said different town. So at the moment you're just but it's your introduction to the thing. So if you wouldn't mind, are you ready? Is basically what I'm asking
Yes, I'm ready to come in. That's needed.
you. So can you describe your character real quick first? Okay. And you said he's not a noble in his backstory. I got that wrong. What's the word?
And I am not a noble within this story. I'm a jack of all trades. I've been going around the entire continent for so long at this point that I've learned just about how to do almost anything as long as it's not super complicated. Um, but as a small downside, I can't help but eavesdrop on people. I also like to insert myself into conversations. I also have a scar over my left eye um, from something that occurred in my past.
Okay. Anyways, okay. As you're walking through an unnamed town, you see a I forgot my own god's gender. Hold on. You see a woman standing in a kind of darker alley in the corner. You recognize this person as, let me just find her name real quick. Yeah, Terra, the goddess of Earth in her human form, and you would know this because you've interacted with her a few times before. You're not 100% familiar, like you're not best of friends with this person, but you know who she is, and she kind of looks up at you, and she slowly walks over to you.
And after encountering her, I guess I'll ask what the new plan is, because it's been a while.
She says, I need your help with something. As you know, the Creator does not like us meddling in mortal, she sighs, in mortal endeavors. However, I need your help saving my niece, Lethea. She has a partner that is out to save her, but As much as she thinks she cannot defeat them alone. Do not tell her I said that. She scares me. You hear that last part under her breath? You hear it clear as day. But she says it under her breath.
Gotcha.
I need you to help find her and defeat her mother and her father as well. He is a god, but I do know you and the team of people that I have predicted can save her. Are you up for this challenge?
And while she's talking, I'll be collecting my cook's utensils and stuff like that, and putting them all back in my bag. Well,
Okay.
guess it's time to get on with our next part of the story, right?
And there's one more thing. She sighs heavily. We believe that Beatrix also may have Fawn captured somewhere. I cannot see within the walls. I don't know what charm he puts up there, but it is a strong guess that you may also have to free him as well. And possibly Feyre. She kind of scratches her head. Although I'm not sure if she's in there with them or if they're in there with her.
Yeah,
She
that's fair. Farah can be kind of a bit to deal with sometimes. uh,
she kind of shrugs and opens up a green misty portal, and as you walk through it, you get led into the same tavern that I described to Pi and the rest of the people. While we're waiting. So everybody, the group says no weeping angels, right? But there will be a poll on my Patreon. A free poll.
I
So
still think
No!
we have to
so
fight fucking
I'm
weeping
not.
angels.
I'm
if
genuinely
if
not going to show up for
I'm
that
making a new
session.
I'm gonna make a new character specifically to fight them.
if you guys would like to join the Patreon, you can. It is $5 a month, but there is also free content. Any money that you go to it will go to supporting the campaign, paying for premium for Roll20, or paying the DM to buy more dice, because that is 100% necessary. I also, if I do end up actually making anything, I do want to start donating to a few charities that y'all can vote on, because I like donating to charity, but I'm broke to donate to charity. So, shameless Patreon plug of the session. Uh, you should also follow the YouTube and Instagram and Blue Sky and Tumblr, which will all be linked below. And you should follow these guys' media and stuff too, which will also be linked below. Because I'm a nice person. So if you guys,
You literally just are forcing us to face things we're all openly saying no to. I don't think that counts as nice.
sorry, Az
I'm on
supports
board.
Weeping Angels, and Pi supports
Yeah.
Weeping Angels, and Maid supports Weeping Angels.
No, I
And I
don't.
think,
This is a
oh,
lie.
well, my cat supports Weeping Angels.
We're not asking your
I
cat.
love Weeping Angels.
Like I'm not. I am being serious. If there are weeping angels, I'm not coming to session.
Okay, fine. No Weeping Angels.
If there's anything with the feature where if you don't look at them, they start moving and attacking you, goodbye.
Fine,
See, that's
fine.
very difficult to run in D&D, which is hence the reason why I had to create a solution to that problem
Okay,
and
you know
actually make it
what?
an
It
interesting
won't have
puzzle.
anything like that.
Hmm.
I don't have anything planned. I don't know what you're talking about. Az, are you ready?
I am. Thank you very much, and apologies for the wait.
You're fine. I got to plug the Patreon. Anyways, as you're walking through the woods to try and find Lathia, you're following the star. You get transported into a very purplish kind of room where you see a woman with the same woman that I described to Pi. Hair down to like her butt that looks like it's made of stardust, one blue eye and one purple, or one red eye and one blue. She's wearing a very flowy black gown, and she kind of looks at you up and down. And she says, "Well, Asher, it's been a long time, hasn't it? You don't know this woman, by the way. You know she's the goddess of the stars. You have not physically met her, though.
Mm-hmm. Um, well, Oucher's just kind of gonna look up at her. Kind of had that perpetual stare of, perpetual worry or determination or something. Just her mind is focused elsewhere.
Sh Okay. She looks up at you and she kind of just sighs. You still trying to find Lethea?
Why wouldn't I be?
Well, I have acquired a group of people to help you. As much as you think you cannot defeat these people on your own. I cannot give you more information because, as you probably know, the Creator does not like us meddling in his endeavors. However, the cards do say that these people should be able to help you find her, hopefully before the wedding. She kind of mutters again the last part, but you can hear it in her voice. Beatrix is attempting to get her married to this girl named Feyre. Feyre has a wife, and I worry for both Lethea um and Feyre's safety with this, but I hope that you can get there before the wedding. She kind of holds out her hand into a purpley portal appears. I really do wish that I had more to say to you. However, she kind of shrugs. We both know what you are here for.
Yeah. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like Beatrix.
The woman nods and like gestures towards the portal. I would suggest hurrying, though the wedding is in 3 days.
Noted.
And as you're
Actor's going to continue through the portal. Yeah.
okay, and
Sorry.
then can you describe your character real quick? I again forgot to ask.
Yes. So, Nightling is a race that no one's going to be familiar with. So, this is going to take a quick second, but I'll try and make
I'm
it as quickly as
hungry.
possible.
Shut up, Foss! Sorry, go on. I don't know if anyone else can hear the
Um,
dragon. Not you. I have a little dragon that's next to me, but I can't get rid of it. I don't know how to, and I don't know if anyone else can hear it, including the recording. So I might just be yelling into the abyss. Who knows? Anyways, continue.
okay. So, oh, damn, it's been a while since I've described them. So Atcher is a member of the Nightling species. She is um, uh, pitch black from head to toe. There's a bit of a gradient in the shades. This is unusual for Nightlings. She Nightlings usually are quite colorful, and they are colored or painted in the colors of night. Atcher is a reflection of a pitch black night. Um, she has bright white eyes without any distinction of sclera or pupils, as semi-typical for nightlings. She has a decently long prehensile tail that ends in a bit of fluff, kind of lion-esque, but not quite. Fur travels up a little bit farther, and has more animalistic features such as sort of two knees, I guess. With the second knee is very unpronounced, and she's got just the clawed pawed feet and claws and fangs and pointy ears. Um, Currently, she's kind of mostly wrapped up. She looks like a pugilist. She's got chest wraps, hand wraps, and leg wraps as well, and a pair of loose, baggy, like pants, and it's about what she's wearing currently. Short, messy black hair.
Okay.
That's about it.
As you two, as you each kind of walk through your respected portals and you see everybody, and there's like this round table where you sit, and as you guys kind of walk up and see the table and see the space, there is a letter, or like there's a large-ish piece of paper on the table that reads, "You are now invited to to the wedding of Lord Trevor and Lady Lathia," and there is like a dragon scrawled on it with, those of you native to Lystorya would know, is the crest of the Nightshade family. Those of you who don't know, it's an upside down rose with a thorn through it. Um, and with that, a man kind of walks up to you, and this man is lizard folk, and he says, I have been tasked to give you all this, and he sets down, or like he places his hand on the invitation. I have been told to serve you anything that you want while you all mingle with each other. And as you look around, again, there is no floor to this tavern. There is like two tables, very rustic looking. Um, Interior, the wood is rotting a little bit. The beer that is out appears to be stale, and it smells slightly musty. There's no visible mold, but you can assume that there probably is some mold somewhere. And the bartender above you again, um or across from you, across at the bar, is cleaning a glass that just appears to get dirtier every time that he wipes it. Behind him are some bottles of wine and beer, and some water bottles, but the water does seem to be kind of murky and it just looks kind of gross. I'm gonna be honest, it's icky. As the lizard folk continues talking on how you guys need to learn to talk to each other, basically. And then he walks off and goes off into a different room. What do you do?
Well, firstly, Arena does see the others and the descriptions of them, right?
Hmm.
Gogo, she's just going to rock right up to them and introduce herself. It's still currently evening, right?
Yep.
Good evening. I am Arena, and I was tasked by the patron goddess of my homeland to help you on your quest to free one of your significant others. Yes.
Just gonna raise her hand slightly.
Ah, perfect. And you wouldn't happen to know the time frame of when we need to get to her, or where she is, do you?
Well, we're going to be, well, where is the big ass wedding that's being thrown in 3 days?
That is a lot of. Well, is that a lot of ground to cover in those few days, or is there some, or is it close to here, where we are currently, wherever that is?
I
Well,
will say, none of you know where you are.
yeah, it would be helpful to know where we actually are currently.
I'll go walk up to the barkeep and ask what city we're in.
The barkeep turns to you, and this is an elven man. His hair is gray, and his eyes are sunken in. His skin looks almost yellow as he opens his mouth to speak.
I'll greet him in Elvish first, saying hello, and then I'll ask what city we're in, and if he knows where I can find some horses.
There aren't any horses here, lad. They all died a long time ago. He mutters under his breath as he kind of gestures to the open bar. There isn't anyone here since, well, let's just say there hasn't been anyone here since the siren attack. He kind of shrugs. As of where you are in, where, what is the name of this town? You're in the town of Bedron.
Can I make a I'm gonna pull out my navigator's tools actually, and try and reference through all of my maps to see if I have anything that shows where we are, or at least the city that he's saying that we're in on it.
You
And
are
I'll make
in,
every check as needed
you
to
are
get it.
on the border of Testara and Dracania. You, from the little knowledge you know of this town, basically, they have no water and they have not had water here for years.
I
Why?
No, I said I don't have much that can help. Um, Looking at my maps, is there anything that shows any rivers or anything close to here, or is it all swamplands or something like that?
It is all dry for about like it is all dry until they hit the land of Dracania. It is all a bone dry. There hasn't even been rain here.
What's the next closest town to here for at least getting some stable horses around?
Are you asking the barkeep that?
Yes, that's me asking the barkeep again.
Sorry. He looks at you and he shakes his head. You won't find any towns that have horses here until you hit Dracania. I wouldn't suggest going there though on account of the wedding and on account of the war. He pauses for a moment and he shakes his head slightly. Nobody that's gone past this border for the past few years has survived. You're better off going that way towards Lesbos, lad.
I Well, that
If
would
you can
work for
leave, that
us.
is.
We're on a quest, so unfortunately we'll be going to that wedding.
He looks at you and shakes his head. And then another little goblin woman kind of pops up, and she's 3 foot, and she looks at you. You can tell this is probably a child, and she blinks and she says, "That is if you can leave the land." She just Lilith doesn't really let anybody leave here once they show up. She wipes her nose with her hand and like wipes the snot on the counter.
Oi. Um,
Are there any types of beasts of that nature or monsters that we must keep an eye out if they're going to the on the road to the wedding, or
I
is
was
there?
just about to make a check for that because I would have because I'm from around at least this general area.
She
Cool.
the goblin turns to you, Pi or Rhea, and she shakes her head. I mean, this Lilith, but she's technically a siren, not a monster, and she was taken here by the goddess of water on account of what the grown-ups did. And she wipes her nose again and wipes it on her shirt.
Yummy.
Hmm. Thank you, little one.
As you two are talking, you see the barkeep kind of glaring down at the little goblin girl, and he kind of just snaps his fingers, and she goes quiet. Whatever. And she kind of patters out of the room, and she's also barefoot. And as the barkeep walks around, you can see he is also barefoot. And he puts his mug of ale down on, or puts a mug of ale down on the table y'all were sitting at. Y'all better make yourself comfortable here. I think there's an inn a few miles out. You're not going to be able to get out of here if she doesn't let you out.
And who is she again?
She's Lilith. She's the reason this town has no water, no life. He kind of shakes his head a little bit and shrugs. Nobody knows why she did what she did. But she's kept anybody from leaving this land for over 50 years. We have all types of people here, though. Goblins, nobles, gnomes, orc, knightlings, dragonkin. I think we even have a flum here somewhere. He kinda just shrugs and shakes his head. We're all trapped here, and you might be well to stay here too, young lady. And he kinda just looks you up and down. You don't look like you're fit for fighting. He turns to you again, and nods. You're like, what, 12?
I'm 200!
You're not 200. That's
I
not
am
a.
At him
200.
saying that, I'll turn and be like, I wouldn't be hasty about judging my party compatriots.
You,
They won't
you,
take very kindly to it.
I'll take kindly. I still can't get on my feet.
You mean off of your feet?
On my feet. No, I don't know how to walk.
Okay, we will work on that.
Jesus
Uh,
Christ. Okay, we gotta fix that. That's gotta. I'm just. And at you saying that, I'm gonna walk back to you and just pick you up and hoist you on my shoulder. It's where you're literally just sitting on my fucking shoulder at this point.
Little Eye's just like,
You don't make any
yay!
stupid decisions, or I will drop you. And you know
Why
it
would
ain't
I,
gonna feel good.
why would I make stupid decisions? What classifies as a stupid decision?
If you get me hit by somebody because you're talking shit, I'm gonna drop you.
you
Don't put
hear
me
a
in
voice
your fight.
say, like, ominently, you can drop her anyways. Just ominently throughout from the walls.
Yeah, it
Huh?
sounds like a
Power and
16.
roll it. 16?
16.
No, there's not really a magical skill attached to it. There's not really a spell. Little Light knows what she
Well,
did, too, which is the funny part.
not really.
Yes, Lunalight, you do too know what you did. I'm gonna beat you with the fourth wall.
Answered that out of what the fuck?
I don't know why not.
There goes Thunalai again.
Not you, my dog. Anyways, as you two were talking, you notice that the goblin child kind of toddles back to you. Um, Amara, roll me a perception check, please,
rolling,
with advantage.
Oh, dear. With advantage?
hmm
Hallelujah. 18?
You notice that this goblin girl is trying to take gold or something out of your pocket, not doing it suddenly or subtly at all.
Mara's just going to, like, very gently move her hand away and just, hey, what's going on?
She's gonna look at you and she's gonna kind of blink up at you and just shrug. What do you mean? Oh,
You just tried to take some gold out of my pocket.
no, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Can you prove that, lady?
Code of records.
She looks at you and like kind of blinks slowly. What's a coda?
Motions to dog.
She looks at it and looks at you and looks at it and looks at you. What's that?
That is my dog.
It's
I
not
He
a.
am.
can
You're also
record.
rolling with advantage right now.
I know. I gave her
Yeah,
advantage.
Okay, my bad.
and that doesn't
Stupid ass.
automatically assign advantage. It just rolls it twice, and I don't have to worry about clicking the advantage and disadvantage buttons. Uh, So if I am not rolling with either, I'll just take the first number. That's how that usually works.
Fair
It's just the default. Amara's gonna just sigh and be like, "Look, how about instead of you taking my gold, I give you Can I do it? Can I do it?
Also,
Can I...
while you're actively signing, my character is going to be intensely paying attention to see if I can recognize any of you. Like
She is
what you're
verbally
saying.
speaking. She's saying this out loud.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you're saying how about I give you, and she kind of hops up on the table and swings her legs back and forth. Well, I mean, I got information if you got gold.
What kind of information?
Information how to get past Lilith.
And at that note, I'm gonna go and start talking to the barkeep to distract it. Because he's already made it clear that he doesn't want the tiny one talking to us.
And also, little one, how will be how much would it cost for this information?
As as you look at her, and her eyes go wide as you say, "How much?" Well, how much do you got on you, Grandma?
Okay, am I making a deception roll or a
Yeah,
performance roll?
performance.
Performance?
Yep.
24.
Okay. You successfully distracted. You know, the little one looks up at you and says, "Well, how much do you got, old lady?"
I can give you 3 silver.
Hmm. She kicks her legs back and forth. It's not good enough. I want the coda. And she points at the dog.
You cannot have
Then
my
I'm
dog
going to do.
Why not?
because he is a service dog.
Doesn't look like he's doing a service to me. She kind of looks him up and down. He looks like he could fetch a pretty penny at the black market.
Coda, translate. Arms come out of his back, and he starts. Anytime someone talks, his hands move in sign language. He is a service animal.
Hmm.
When my hearing aids turn off, which help me hear, he translates so I can understand what's happening around me.
So
Now,
if
how
you
about
so if you lost this service dog, it would mean a lot to you, huh? She mutters under her breath, but you can still hear her because she's a child, so she's not that sneaky.
Can I roll perception to see if I hear that from wherever I am?
Yeah.
However far away. Okay. Perception. 14.
Whoop. Oh yeah, you can hear it.
Lunalai on hearing this is going to just kind of like tap on Exentar's head and then kind of lean backwards like, hey, can you let go for a second?
Mate, are you
Exentar?
gonna let her go or no? She's just stuck there.
Do you want me to just put your character down, or I mean, yeah, I can. Sorry, I muted myself.
Yeah, Lunalai said specifically let go. She doesn't. She's just gonna fall backwards onto her head if you don't put her down.
I'll just let go.
All right, yeah.
You're on the ground. Okay, well.
Yeah, again, she can't walk here.
You know, that's what she was saying. She's crawling actively.
Oh. Oh, then she kind of jumps down off the table and crouches to you. Why you crawling?
Legs got legs got hurt in a poor accident.
And I'm gonna just turn over. I don't work no more, kid. I go back to distracting the bartender.
Yeah, so you seem to be someone who very profit oriented, aren't you?
She kind of looks at you and she smiles really wide, how a child would. Well, I got information and I know you want the information. She kind of shrugs. And for the information, I need gold.
Right, you do need information. She's gonna Lunalai's gonna kind of roll over, so she's kind of looking up at the ceiling instead of like crawling. But I don't I don't actually think you see what's in front of you, the worth that's in front of you, do you?
She kind of looks at you and she shakes her head slightly. Listen here. I
Okay, I'm
need
listening.
I need gold. You have gold. You need information on how to get into the wedding. She's gonna glance around at the people. And I can get you there. I can get you guys past Lilith. And I know why. Well, she pauses for a moment. I can't guarantee that she'll let you pass, but I can guarantee you'll have a chance once you learn what the elders
Yeah,
did.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, I very much understand what's at stake here, but I also don't think you fully realize the the worth that's in front of you. Because this from what I've been overhearing, this is a little more of a desolated place, right?
It is indeed.
And so you're out here scavenging for scraps, correct?
I am.
And we want out.
You want out.
We want to get out of here. And no one escapes here, right?
No, she doesn't let them escape.
Exactly. So, if our group managed to escape, imagine how much money you can make if they learn that you're the one who told them that. How much gold is in it with helping us? And of course, I know what you're going to say, but gold right now is much more valuable than gold, much more valuable because we're going to die. But here's my counter pitch. If we die, who are we to stop you who are we to stop you from getting our stuff? You either way, you help us through. It's a win. You get more gold than you would get right now, and it's a safer bet for you. No danger in it.
Oh,
No, we don't.
okay. What if I were to get you some?
She looks up at you and her eyes slightly sparkle. You see, that's the thing. Bet you can't.
Why not?
Because she says because, and her smirk gets kind of wider, like she's trying to be more sassy. Because the elders pissed off the goddess of water and led Mermaid to stop anyone from getting it. And then she realizes she gave you the information and she covers her mouth. She slams her fist on the table. Fuck! And then she realizes she probably shouldn't be swearing and she covers her mouth again. And she kind of looks up at you. I mean, because I don't want to tell you.
Thank you, little one. We appreciate your help in this matter.
The goblin child looks to you, and you can tell she's unhappy that she didn't get any gold out of this encounter, but she's also
And
like 6, so
with and due to your help, we will definitely totally not leave 2, 3 gold pieces underneath the table for you to find later.
she smiles and she nods and she kind of just scurries away in a different direction. You can't really see where she's going, but you can hear the little of her footsteps, the little pitter pats.
Well, I don't think I did anything helpful.
Yeah, you
Nah,
get that
I was
talking. Children of that age just yap and yap and yap and yap. My younger siblings were the same.
I was gonna cast create water. Who
And
knows if it
that
would have
is
worked? But
very not very good in the long run.
I like to
yeah,
think I like to think that my idea had
I'll turn
genuine
back,
merit.
walking away from the barkeep. saying, "Thank you for not just casting shape water, because that kind of thing out here won't help. It will make things a lot worse.
Oh, really?
We have to take
Tuh.
care of the problem before we try and give them a solution first."
No, that's fair. I was just gonna give her water to sell.
I like that idea.
That would have made such a good profit too.
Uh-huh.
Because
That's
there's literally no water in this town.
That's why I was like, what if I could get you some? Felt like a drug deal, but for water?
You know, you know
I
what?
guess Ion is a water
You know what?
dealer.
Cause I'm being very suspicious right now, and I can do this as many times as I want because a warlock like to cast detect magic.
You can tell that there is magic on this town. Um, yeah, there's magic on the town. You can't really tell what though.
Okay, no listening or anything. Okay, I'm fine with this. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't anyone stalking us right off the bat.
No, you're always being stalked, being watched.
Well, yeah, I know that's how. I know that, DM. I know that's how streams work. I'm not dumb.
I'm not streaming, I'm recording, one, and two, no, I was talking about the gods. But, Lunalai, you should really stop breaking the fourth wall so much. I don't think the viewers want to hear from you specifically. I love how I just passively have
Something.
the stream chat open. Anyways, what do you do?
Now that the now that at least Elena has the information, she's going to uh ask the group whether they should head out now or gather us what little supplies they can purchase here before leaving.
I'm fine with either or.
Did you know you can pet me? Check out the pet cafe.
And everyone else?
I don't really have much say in it.
I'll come back and pick
We don't have
the.
many other options.
I
I'll
mean, you
come back
do.
and pick the lump off the floor real quick. Set her back on my shoulder. And then
You know
I
Coda can
guess
carry her if you don't want
time to
to,
start
right?
heading out of here. Huh?
Coda can carry Lunala if you don't want to.
Fair enough. Which would you prefer? Asking
Please,
Lunalai.
please no dog.
Okay.
Right, you're scared of dogs. I forgot.
Oh, you're scared of dogs? That's good to know.
Cool, cool. So I guess the group is going to start heading out.
Okay. And
I
then,
suppose so.
y'all still haven't introduced yourself to each other yet.
Elena introduced herself to the group before she's sat down at the table.
Anyways, y'all leave the group or leave the tavern and start here. And as you start walking, you can really see how poor this village is. You can see gardens with wilted crops that are rotting in their beds, in the flower beds and the garden beds. And as you kind of walk further, y'all are right here, BT dubs. As you kind of start to walk forward into like right here, you see a man sitting on his porch. He looks to be noble. His clothing is quite pristine, but it's dirty. And then across from him, you see an old man also sitting on his porch. Um, he's kind of mean mugging you. He's giving y'all a dirty look.
Arena ignores it. If they aren't going to speak, they have no. She has no time for them.
Hmm.
Uh, we're getting ready to leave, I guess.
Hmm.
Yeah, we're
So,
walking out. But these two guys, a noble and some other person, is mean mugging us as we're walking.
what
Arena is just
species are they both? And is the bartender mean mugging me after me having BS with him?
No, you can't see him anymore, but he kind of looks just sad and bored. It's these two guys that are mean mugging y'all.
in a species.
This one's a human, and this one looks to be drow, but you can't really tell because his face and head are hooded.
Arena has
Mars just
no beef
walking.
with these people.
Hmm?
And say again, Amara?
Amara's just gonna keep walking. She's gonna ignore it. She doesn't care. They think what they
As
want of her.
you directly walked past this house, you hear one of them say, "Hey, get off my lawn, you heathens!" It's the noble person that kind of looks and starts snapping at you.
This is a
Luna,
road.
Lunalai goes to say something, but remembers don't make anyone upset. So she just like puts a hand to her mouth to stop herself.
Asher's just gonna casually flip him the bird.
As you flip him the bird, hold on. Roll me acrobatics with disadvantage.
Okay. Do you want me to do that? Do you want me to do it through Roll20
I
or
don't care.
physical?
Either way. Whatever's easiest for you.
Um. Okay. 15 plus 7. Uh, fuck it. There it is. Pen.
He throws a sweet potato at you, and it hits you square in the chest. And he says, "Damn teenagers always using this foul language." What's this guy right here? Let's throw a sweet potato.
Are they mad at you or are they're glad you did that? I'm very confused.
He looks up at
She's
you
just gonna shrug.
and throws him. He throws the sweet potato towards you, Lunala, and realizes, or he goes to, and then realizes that you're being carried by someone, and he says, "I can't throw that at a child and her dad." And he throws the sweet potato down.
And at him immediately mistaking that, if there's a rock on the floor or something near my shoe, I'm gonna kick it at him.
You kick it at him, and he says, "What? Your wife left that? What did you? Ah!" There's gonna be so many clips of Crow not being able to speak.
Not my child.
He says,
Not my
"What? Did your
child.
wife leave you?"
Not my child, and not a child that I'm aware of either.
No, no, I'm an adult.
You're not
He's
I'm just
adult.
short.
small.
Nah, all small people are children.
What?
As you guys keep walking, you can see. Let me just like actually move up on the map. You see an old baker woman with some sort of sweet on a tray, sitting outside on her porch, and an old lady. Both appear to be human as well, just kind of looking at you. Not necessarily happy, not necessarily mad, but they're just kind of looking you up and down.
Just keep on walking.
Okay, yeah. As you guys walk through the village, you guys kind of do realize that this village is extremely, extremely poor and rundown.
Are they poor if they're good enough to throw their food at us?
We don't talk about we don't talk about Johnny, okay? You guys find yourselves out of the village and on a very dusty looking path. As you breathe in, it is just extremely, extremely dusty. You can't breathe.
It's harsh. It's harsh. It's not very nice to breathe in here.
You see trash, random pieces of wood, random pieces of paper, rocks, rotten potatoes, and stuff all along all along the path. But could you each make me a wisdom saving throw real quick?
Is this a charmed effect?
Yes.
Go go. I'm gonna roll this at advantage.
Mhm. So that's
6.
a 6.
Does Coda also need to roll?
Yes.
I got a
Uh,
11.
Okay.
Coda got a
give me a
17.
second. Is it a
So
wisdom saving throw?
yes, that's a 19. That's a 6. That's an 11. Looks like all of you pass, but
I
Amara.
rolled with advantage on accident and got two
No,
18s.
not Amara.
Yeah, Amara, you
Um,
hear your mom calling for you, saying saying that she needs help with something. You need to come to her really quick and to run across the path.
Amara's gonna do that. And
Okay.
Coda's going to follow, very confused.
You're following. Your mom is screaming for help. Maid,
Oh, she's
let's
funny.
let's go with you. Let's go with you next. You hear your partner Fawn calling for you, but he says, hey, I need help with the rutabaga seeds. You know he doesn't like rutabaga. You know this isn't him. Uh, Ashley,
Yeah.
um you hear someone saying they have honey and meat for you, but you know that there's no one there. You don't really have
And
anyone
at
important to
watching
you.
Amara run off, I'm gonna try and catch them and stop them.
And then Pi, you hear your mother calling for you, but you realize that it's not actually her. And as you hear Leithia, but you know that it's also not actually her. And the only one that falls for it is Amara. Very sad. Um, as you guys walk down the path, hold on.
Can I
Yeah,
can I can I cast create bonfire in front of Amara, like far enough away that it's clear I'm trying to cast it in there, like not to hit them?
yeah.
Yeah. Luckily, it's just a cantrip. I can do that. Just
Um,
please stop. Stop.
But my mom.
Cordelia's not here.
No, I should actually put you guys here until you get to the right place. No,
It's
Ion, your mom is again calling for you, saying not to trust Lunali or any of these people, and
enchant
they are all going to
enchantment
betray you.
enchantment magic. Just to prove a point, I'd like to cast detect magic for the enchantment magic.
Okay, you detect enchantment magic.
There's enchantment magic in the air, Amara.
I
But
can hear my mother. I
and your
can
mother,
hear her.
And Cordelia is
your
saying, Ion, or not Ion, Amara, I need your help with something. Why aren't you here yet?
I have to go help her.
Amara.
Save
No,
me!
Yes, I'm. Amara's gonna walk around the bonfire and keep going.
Arena is going to try to, grab onto uh, her arm to stop her from moving. It is it is a trick of some type of creature. That is not actually your mother.
Both y'all
No,
roll
she.
me a strength. To see if she
Strength
successfully
saving
grabs your
throw
arm.
or
Yeah,
just straight
saving.
strength?
Straight strength,
If
actually.
you're
Yeah.
if it's an attempt to grapple, then it would be athletics versus
Yeah, but she's just grabbing
Amara.
her arm.
Yeah, fair enough.
Tiny goblin
Yes,
ain't
that's
gonna
just
be
regular
very
strength.
Yeah, it's a normal strength, but it's also a tiny goblin,
oh my god, that's funny.
and
Ooh,
yeah, and how tall is Amara?
uh,
She's probably around like 5'6", is what I've been
Yeah,
saying.
it's a 3 foot tall and a 5'6" person. No, you successfully
I'm also actively stopping her as well.
Okay, roll strength too.
Do I need to roll strength again?
No, I think this is funny, and I have a funny bit to do.
Okay.
And I got a 17.
Okay. Well, she got a 19. So you don't successfully grapple her either. As what are you doing at this time? Are you trying to stop her? Are you letting it happen?
Mm,
Are you trying to stop
no, I'll
Amara?
help try and stop her.
Roll a
ZZZZ.
strength. Damn. No.
Can I roll persuasion?
No.
Okay, fine then. I let me roll persuasion because my next plan is attack.
Okay. As
Rude.
you guys keep chasing Amara down down the path, Amara, you see your mother drowning in the water. The rest of you see a woman she has a tail sitting in the water. Her skin is this iridescent blue color. Her hair is also this deep blue. She has a swimsuit kind of bikini top on her, and she's holding like a kind of staff thing, and she says, Amara, you hear, Amara, help me. I'm drowning. I can't get out. The current is too strong. The rest of you
Okay, so
here.
fun fact.
The rest of you.
Amara's mother is a water elemental and she can breathe underwater, can't she, Ashley?
Yeah.
Can is
You're charmed. I don't know what to tell you.
okay.
I'm
But what the rest of you hear is, get in the water. If any of you
okay.
know that reference, do any of you know that reference?
of course I do.
Of course. We are cultured individuals.
I
Um, that being said, I'm going to attempt to grapple Mara.
Okay. Roll athletics.
And
Oh wait, I did not mean to
Arenas
do that
is
in the chat, but that works too, I guess.
this is probably where the water went.
Wait, I don't remember the story. Do we have to kill this thing, or do we gotta uh, convince it?
I'm pretty sure that townsfolk got in trouble for killing one, so I'm pretty sure we need to convince it.
Lunalai thumbs
Who?
up.
I'm doing a strength save now because it's grapple now, right? Or am I wrong?
Yep.
No, it would be so because I'm the grappler, have to do athletics. You get to choose whether or not you're rolling athletics or acrobatics because you are the grapple E. It's contested
Athletics.
checks.
13.
Okay. And I have to do athletics. 14.
You just passed to
Just
you
barely.
just passed to grapple Amara successfully.
Mara's struggling. She's like, "Stop it! I gotta go help my mom."
Yeah, your mom, the water elemental, is screaming for help.
In the water as she's drowning.
And the
Hey
rest
Amara,
of
where's your mother?
In the water.
she's
Amara,
telling you.
Cordelia's a. Never mind. You know what? Fine. If you're dumb enough to fall for this.
Yeah, the rest of you hear her scream. This mermaid saying, "Get in the water." And again, she turns to you. She turns to you, Pi, and she looks up at you, trying to get her in the water, and she says, "You there, child? Why don't you come join me in the water? It's nice." And she kind of splishy splashes around. And she does a little splishy splashes.
I am a full-grown woman. Return the water back to the town and allow us to leave.
Why would I do that after they did what they did?
Townsfolk are townsfolk are dumb, superstitious, and do not know what is good for them.
The townsfolk tried to
What
kill my mother, she says in a very sweet tone, and then she opens her mouth to speak again. And you, um, and anyone else who's tried to leave this town has died doing so. So, you can get in the water peacefully now, and I'll make your death swift. Or, we can do this the fun way. And she raises up the water above her in like a hand kind of motion. And she again says, "Get in the water."
Hey, question.
Hmm,
Why?
because you're here. So obviously that means you're one of them.
Um,
We don't look malnourished though.
She kind of looks. She kind of just turns to Asher and turns back to you, Lunalai, and looks Amara up and down, and she kind of just turns you over. Some of you kind of do though. Some of you do look very, very rough
I'm
looking.
hungry.
can
But
I pull out my longbow
Sure. Are you going into initiative?
and prepare an arrow?
Yeah.
Well, so you said that she's raising the water above her. I'm going to prepare an arrow, and if she moves the water down on us, I'm gonna loose the arrow at her
Okay.
with a held action.
As you do that, roll me another wisdom save.
Okay. 13 plus 6, 19.
Damn! Okay. You hear her speak in Fawn's voice, but it does not look like him, saying, "Get in the water." It's nice. But you realize that it is not him.
That just looks wrong. I'll say as I still have the arrow ready and
Do you still have
pull an
Lunalai
arrow
on your
pointed at her.
shoulder?
No, at this point I had probably put her on the dog or put her on the ground.
if I'm on the ground, Lunalai's gonna gonna somewhat like drag herself over to the edge of the water, dumbly, of course, but I have a reason.
Now, get in the water.
Uh, why are you doing this again?
All of the townsfolk. The townsfolk here gather. Okay. Yep. I can speak English. So well, in fact.
Nuh-uh.
Maid, I know where
No
you
way.
live. Anyways, she says, the townsfolk here all gathered together to try and kill my mother. She raises the water up slightly higher, and now they're all in a drought. And anybody that decides to leave the fate that they have been that they deserve, she kind
Okay.
of just she kind of just smiles. Will meet the fate that they deserve. And she pushes
That
you back with the water. You only go like 2 feet back, but you're now wet.
that's fine.
So do do with
I'll
that what
have
you will.
loosed the arrow at her as soon as the water came down at us.
Roll the hit.
Um, does a 17 hit?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure. You successfully hit her in the arm, and the water falls down, and she kind of just chuckles to herself softly.
Roll damage or no?
Yeah.
Nine.
Okay.
And a quick question: this mermaid's mother is the goddess. The town tried to kill the
Yes.
goddess.
The goddess of water. Yeah.
How?
You know, that's a good question.
Because in order to kill a full goddess, they would need more than just petty townsfolk.
You know, that is a good point. You're gonna have to try and like ask that and figure it out. If you want to know, because I can't just tell you through.
She's going to try to make a persuasion check to the mermaid, then asking her, how could townsfolk have the strength or magic capabilities to kill a god?
Okay. Roll persuasion.
Damn.
Oh, well, I'll give it to you anyways. She looks at you for a moment and she blinks slowly. They made an attempt and the goddess didn't even bat. Let me get into her voice. Oh my gosh. They made an attempt and the goddess didn't even bat an eye at it because, well, she kind of just shrugs. She's a goddess. It didn't matter. But then these townspeople started to get greedy, and the mermaid's voice lowers as her eyes darken. They started killing the mermaids. Thousands and thousands of them dead just so these people could be immortal. They used it to they used their corpses to poison the earth with the flesh they didn't eat. They murdered
Wait.
hundreds of my kind. And the
So
sorry, what?
so
Go ahead.
your idea, Miss Mermaid, is to force people who weren't a part of it to choose fighter choose to fight you, which in turn would be killing more mermaids, which in turn would be you be perpetuating the cycle of mermaid murder.
She looked
I just would like to point that out. We don't actually want to fight you. We didn't commit these mermaid murders, and if you keep attacking us right now, you're gonna turn innocents and yourself into into mermaid killers.
she looks at you for a second and she pauses. How am I supposed to believe that you're
By
not
this
using
point,
some
I'll have
different kind of
completely.
spell?
By this point, I'll have completely put away my longbow, and have tried to apologize.
She kind of just ignores you. You can tell that she somewhat forgives you, at least. And,
Can you?
she says, how am I supposed to believe that you're not using some sort of magic against me? They have all tried it before.
If I could use any magic to manipulate you, I wouldn't be laying on the ground right now.
You could just be doing that out of free will. Maybe you like the ground.
You're 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 right. Lulai is gonna walk closer, drag herself closer to the water. See, if I fall now, I'll go in the water, and then she's gonna try to stand up, and then probably what do I have to roll to try to stand up?
Strength.
Strength. All right. Of course, the one time I get a nat 20, the one time I don't roll poorly. Just
You stand out perfectly, and you start tap dancing. You
Lulai's
can walk perfectly now.
Lulai's at your everyone is just including the mermaids just gonna hear like, what the fuck? No, this
Nice to meet you. I'm
Lulai's
Puss.
gonna just sit and dip her feet in the water anyways. Like, okay, someone else, your turn.
I'll have turned and looked in absolute dumbfoundry and a little bit of suspicion because I'm just carrying your ass around.
That is fair. I'm honestly upset. Out of character. Yeah, someone else's turn. I'm done. Apparently, miracles are happening.
Arena is still confused on what type of attempt on the goddess's life would warrant this type of what's it called response from one of her children.
They realized they couldn't kill her, so they started killing her children and all the mermaids.
And how many have they killed?
Hundreds and thousands.
Well, there's nothing that Arena can say to his mermaids for revenge, because her own history. But mm, hmm, can't really figure out a way to get out of this now, because she is justified in her actions.
Would
But she's
she
definitely
kill?
not getting the water though.
You sure? You don't want to get in the water?
Yes, I'd rather not drown.
I won't drown you, silly. I will just lightly take away your breathing underwater until you stop living.
Oh, yes, drowning. Not
No, it's
even
called
either.
inconveniencing your airways with water.
That okay. That's an all-time new name for inconveniencing your airways with water, huh?
Yeah, your
It's
airways will be inconvenienced with water.
All right then. I'm not even mad at this.
reference to another campaign that we're in together.
Yes.
So
Question: if we just knock this mermaid unconscious, would that still incur the wrath of the goddess, allowing us to at
I don't
least
think
be
I
able to
can
get
tell you
away?
that.
what if we
Uh,
killed the townspeople?
I'm not killing the townspeople either.
why not? You don't have to kill the townspeople. You can inconvenience their life by making them not alive.
What if Hear me out. You just let us go because we have a wedding that we have to get to. You have your own issues with the people of this town. I don't know these people well, and I wouldn't care if half of them disappeared overnight. Us as a group can leave and leave you to your business, and we'll go to our thing. I
You.
apologize for shooting you. It was an accident. My finger slipped.
She turns to you. Oh, you're going to the wedding with Lacey and Trevor. Aren't those two such a cute couple? She mutters, like under her breath, and even so, I can't let you leave.
They are a cute couple.
Mars just gonna
Actually,
sigh.
Oh,
Atcher's just gritting her teeth. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Asher
the
ghosted in the corner.
Are you?
Sorry, my
See?
Discord died.
How am I not supposed to believe that you guys aren't townsfolk in disguise? He, it could be, and she points to Asher, could be the child, and you could be the father. You've at least parented at least two of these people now, and she's too young to be. She kind of looks up and down, kind of just looks for all of you up and down. How am I supposed to know you guys are not using some sort of spell to trick me?
you are you're literally a charmer being a siren. Wouldn't you wouldn't you be able to spot that? That would be pretty dumb on our part if we tried to charm a charmer. It's like
Not only
asking.
that, I'm literally 68, and these children are not very intelligent sometimes.
I am
You,
an adult.
you
As
are
am
not.
I.
She kind of turns
Damn
to
it.
you both and looks at you, and she swims up closer to you and is now towering over her. You expect me to think that you guys are actually adults, and she points to you, Rhea. You're not. You're trying to tell me that you're not that one goblin girl, Susan. And you, she turns to Lunalai, are trying to tell me that you're not that old man that threw sweet potatoes at me. And you, she turns to Coda, you're one of them sheep, aren't you? And her accent has just been periodically changing.
I'm not an old man. Is
I
that
am
what
not a
you're
child.
trying to prove?
You're that one person that threw
You could
onions.
go knock on the dog.
I don't like the texture of wet wool. I'm not touching the sheep.
All right. Well, if I were an illusion, if I were using an illusion, this would break it. Little Eye's gonna stab herself.
Oh, what the fuck?
You, you take one damage. She looks at you that you stabbed herself and turns to you, Isentar. Well, you guys obviously aren't a part of the village and you obviously aren't an illusion. Why would you let your child stab herself? You're a very bad father.
I'm an adult,
They're
and they're not
not
my
my
father.
kids!
He turns to
Is Amara still charmed?
No, at this point she's dropped the charm and she looks at you, Amara. You're obviously not an illusion, darling. Why are you letting your sister stab herself? And why is your father letting your sister? And why does that child look like she's adopted? And she points to Asher. I don't understand. Mortals,
I don't have.
what in the nine hells? She
Where
opens
did
the.
my mom go? And I don't have a sister.
She
I
points
have
over
two
to
brothers.
Lunalai. She points over to Lunalai, and she points over to Asher and Azentar. You people are very messed up. And she kind of just throws
Little
up the water.
not my sister.
Yes, yeah, okay. I don't care. You look over and you see Lunalai's just passively bleeding too.
Little, what'd you do?
I stabbed myself. Hi.
I apologize for referring to you as an illusion. She shakes her head, obviously very confused. Don't stab yourself again.
Not those.
She kind of
Vivi,
just shrugs. Have
Vivi, you can
fun
let through
at.
now.
Yes, yes. She lifts up the water. Have fun at the wedding, you all. Make sure you say hi to the bride for me.
Of
I'll pass the.
course.
I have a lot more to say than hi.
She kind of looks at you and tilts her head sideways. What's that supposed to mean?
Don't mind him. He is just a concerned family member.
The
An
mermaid,
overprotective as well.
the mermaid nods. You're a strange brother type person. She turns over to Atcher, trying to figure out what the heck you
My
are.
headset died on me. Sorry.
Tries to figure out what the heck you are, gender wise, and just kind of lets you pass, and just throws her arms up. Go.
I mean, she does have chest wraps. Like, she doesn't have much in the ways of a chest, shall we say, but the wraps are there, and
He could just be
there's
covering.
some amount of definition.
Yeah, but they could just be covering the areola.
Well, she's not completely flat.
Nobody knows what the hell arch is, okay? She's she's
Man boobs.
I did make
boobs.
it very androgynous, so that was kind of intentional.
Oh, that's right. Is it? I for To be fair, I forget Atcher's a woman sometimes.
No, no, you don't.
I still can't believe you fucking stabbed yourself. What's
Me?
wrong with you? Yes, you. Me? As you're
What?
fucking bleeding over there.
I'm bleeding. Oh, so I am.
As you guys walk,
Azentar's just gonna intensely. He's gonna You just see him face palm,
as you guys walk
shake
out
his
of the
head as we're walking.
water, you find yourselves in a kind of foresty type area. I don't have her token drawn out. I really wish I did. But you guys see a woman walking past you in the forest. She looks reminiscent of somebody that you know, as actually. You know this person. Roll me history to see if you remember who it is though. Yes.
Okay.
I mean you can not and I can just not tell you.
No, I'm going to. History. Uh, where? Where is the bonus? Is the bonus there? The bonus is there. Good, 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 good. History.
15.
Then
This looks like an older. Actually, I'm just gonna send it in the at your chat. Actually, I'm not gonna tell these people. Their grubby little hands. And hoozles. Uh. Anyways, this person, I don't have her token, but she has long black hair, tied up in a tight ponytail, purple eyes, and she's wearing like a simple white dress with sandals. And she also has like a white streak in her hair going like in the front. And she kind of turns to you all and looks you up and down. Hello? How did you guys get past Lilith?
I stabbed myself.
She turns to you. Why did the child stab herself?
She's not a child. She just can't walk. And she's
I can't walk.
small.
I am
You're
small. And I am
small.
childish.
And who are you?
She bows and she says, My name is. She pauses for a moment. Not important. As you say her name, she turns to you, like does a full one. Where is your token? She does a full 180.
I don't have one right now.
You
We are not
bum.
Fae. Good God.
You deleted one of the old World 20s, so I lost my freaking token.
Okay, well, I'll make you another freaking token. Damn.
I put the bush
Yeah.
there. You can be the bush.
You know what?
Okay.
Would you like to be the
The
bush?
invisible bush.
No, I
Nah,
just
I'm
need
good.
something there so I can realize. She turns to you as you say the name Trix. Oh, Orchard. What are you doing here?
Hello, Trent. You know that's not my name.
I don't know what you're talking about, Atrivald. She kind of turns and smiles sweetly to the party. Hi, yes, I guess it's cat's out of the bag. My name's Trix. She holds her hand out for you to shake, Rhea. And you must be? Oh, I'm just throwing dice everywhere, aren't I? What, yay. You know, she shakes her hand out for you, Pie, and she says, and who might you be? You look important.
She takes a hand and gives a soft shake. Actually, no, she's going to give a curtsy. I am Arena. I was taxed by the goddess of the patron of my
I'm going to stop you right there.
country. Mhm. And what is it?
You don't want to let this one know.
And who is this?
My name's Trix. Trix Nightshade of the Nightshade House. And she curtsies back. It's nice to meet you. Don't mind old Orchard here. She's just grumpy because she kind of stops for a moment. No, there's no
Will
magic.
I have recognized her last name?
Yeah. Yeah, you would. It's the same last name as it's Fawn's maiden name, or whatever a man changes their name to when they get married and
Yeah,
change
it'd
their
be
name.
maiden name. Being a maiden name.
Maiden name? Yeah, it's Fawn's maiden name. You don't know who she is, though.
Huh. At realizing that, I'm going to shut the fuck up and step back and let everyone else go ahead and talk. But I'm going to be very intensely listening to every part of every conversation.
And why would and do you know who this person is then? Or what
Of
they
course
do?
I do. She is Trix,
She smiles
Lethea's
at you
assistant
sweetly.
and Beatrix's pet.
She turns to you, and her eyes kind of darken. Honey, I'm nobody's pet. Yes, she is my mother, and just because she's getting married to somebody that she stops for a moment, looks at you in the eye, and turns to you, Amara. You're not important. Amara, hi, I'm Trix. Her voice physically wavers. It's really nice to meet you. I love your hair, by the way.
Thank you. It's nice to meet you as well.
And as you two kind of shake hands, you feel her hand get kind of sweaty underneath yours, if you can tell she's kind of nervous. She said something she probably shouldn't have said. Are you guys going to the wedding?
Nice to meet
Yes, we
you.
are.
I'm
Are you?
Foss.
Yeah, we should travel together. And her smile grows ever so slightly. I think that would,
Uh, no, that will be fine. We already have a big enough crew.
I think you need more people though, Zentar. And she turns to
Can
you
I
and just blinks slowly.
can I roll insight?
Yeah, you can roll insight.
I never gave
I
you my name.
Oh,
I'm
you're
gonna give you my name.
And you'll see my character's face harden immediately.
oh, you're friend Fondid, your roommate, I believe.
No,
Oh, are they? Oh, are they? Oh, oh.
I've never told you my name. And I don't
No,
remember a Sean.
Hey, what's my name?
Fawn. Fawn. And she turns to you and she shrugs. What is your name? Can I have your name, young one? And she turns to you, Lunalai.
I don't. No, I'm no. I'm asking. I'm asking you. What's my name?
I don't know.
Lunalai is then gonna kind of like going to kind of like gesture like kind of wave her hand, but specifically kind of stop for a second over on Exentar's weapon. So it's mainly for that's mainly for Exentar, but then just like for a split second, and then just
Which
wave
one,
her.
the quarterstaff or the spear?
Doesn't matter. It's probably the spear.
Just one of the two.
Yeah. And then yeah, no, what? Like kind of like she's throwing her arms out, kind of, and just yeah. What's my name?
I don't know your
Come on.
name. What
I'm
is your
thinking of it
name?
in my head. I'm thinking of it in my head. What's my
I
name?
I can't read. I can't read minds, kid. She kind of just shrugs.
How did you know my name?
I told you. Your friend, roommate, Fun. He told me. He talked about you all the time when you came and visited.
Never really had a roommate,
Yeah,
though.
Fun. She kind of looks at you sideways and pulls out a portrait. Your wedding photo. By the way, one of your wedding photos. Mom gave this to me and told me if I ever found you to make sure I stick with you. Make sure that you and your roommate have a good get there safely. She kind of looks up and down and smiles.
Can I just walk up behind them
Yeah,
while
you can
they're
walk up behind her.
looking the other way and just kind of like put my hand to the back of their head? All right, I'm kind of done playing this game. Anyone have any questions they want to ask? Because this game is boring now.
No, I'm fine with moving on fully.
We gotta make
No,
sure this person doesn't
I'm
follow
good.
us.
I'm really tired of this.
All right. Any last words?
For tricks,
Yeah, she says that to Trix because no one has any questions.
she kind of turns and just shrugs and she says, "I've done
Oh,
nothing
the
to
minute
hurt."
no, Luna lays her hand on the back of this person's head.
Oh,
Specifically, like if she turns, Luna is turning as well.
oh. She says, "I've done nothing to hurt any of you. I don't understand this hostility."
No, I don't care. Well, if that's your last words,
Wait, how are you getting up to the back of her head?
how tall is she?
Like 5 foot,
Yeah, I can
five
still reach
six.
that. I can still, yeah, she can still reach that high. It's more strain, but anyways, since no one else is saying anything, can I cast Eldritch Blast and do I get advantage because my hand is right on her head?
Wow, that's kind of
No.
fucked. Fair
Do
enough.
you want to do that?
She's
Okay.
also kind of surrounded, so even if you don't have advantage just because you have your hand to the back of her head, we're all standing right around her, so she's flanked.
Okay.
Yeah,
Uh, hold on. What is
I know what
it?
I
How
was doing.
far away? Hold
Flanking
on.
doesn't do anything for ranged attacks.
Oh yeah, I always forget that you get disadvantage with goddamn range attacks.
Also, what kind of creature is she?
Oh,
I
you'll
assume Fae.
see. 1 second.
Humanoid.
It's a cantrip. No, she is not humanoid.
I feel like I should
Oh
probably
shit!
Not on her dad's side.
I mean, yeah, but like,
actually.
you can
What I
have more than one creature type.
Okay, she is humanoid. Sorry about the map, y'all. I don't know why it glitched out on at least on the video. It'll probably be something over that. Anyways, she turns to you though, and 1, 2, how much is 30? 3, 20. She goes over here, Misty Step as her action. As you guys are passive, she's
She's
still,
misty stepping after at me shooting, but it's not a
yes.
reaction, so I still get the shot off first,
Oh
right
yeah,
through the
you
back of
still
the
get the
skull.
shot.
Actually,
Um,
there's probably one thing I should have done, which probably ask if this is okay. But considering I was asking that, I think everyone would have told me not to. So I think I'm fine with. Yeah, 12. Do I have the? Well, no. What do I have? Do I have disadvantage or advantage?
you have disadvantage because
12. Does a 12 hit? I hate that
a
fucking
12
roll.
a 12 does not hit, and she kind of misty steps away from you, and she plants her sword on the ground and rests an elbow against it, and she leans down. She says, "What have I done to you? I have never done anything to hurt anybody in my entire life. I greeted you people with kindness and asked if you were going to my own sister's wedding, which it seems like you are, and I know the way. And without me, I don't think you guys can get in very, very easily, now can you?"
I'm sure we'll figure out some type of way.
She's going to try and just kind of pick up her sword and swing it across her back. Well, if you think you can get if you think that you can get past like 30 guards and whatever other enchants my mother has up, plus a mind controlled raven, she mutters under her breath, then sure, go ahead. Or you can do it the easy way.
You've
What would the easy
proven.
way be?
Oh, oh, the easy way would be going underneath the tunnels, obviously, or underneath through the tunnels, obviously, and I'm kind of the only one that knows where they are. But since you guys want to act all hostile towards me, even though, again, I have done nothing to any of you, I guess we'll just have to figure it out, won't you? And she kind of just sighs. However, if you kill me, that's gonna take a lot more. Um, that's gonna put a little bit bigger of a damper on things, won't it?
I don't like her.
Why not? Again, I have done nothing. I am just a girl.
Yeah, but if she knows
Correct
the way
me.
around the guards.
Hold on. Uh, Crow,
Hmm.
correct me if I'm wrong, but Atcher and Lathia used to go through those tunnels as well as kids, didn't they?
Uh, not these tunnels, but a similar set of tunnels. You wouldn't. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yes, but you don't know how to get to them, if that makes sense. From where you are. And also, they're ever changing because they would randomly move because they've been enchanted by Raven, so that if Beatrix gets down there, um, she gets lost.
Yeah, sounds about right.
We love our little mage. Anyways, carry on. Carry
Well, so we're
on my
just leaving
wayward
this tricks
son.
person behind and continue on, or are we bringing her with us?
You really should bring her with.
No. Lunalai is gonna like shake her head. I'm not usually the most trustworthy of people, but I'm also very aware that of the tactics she is using, and there's something she's not clearly something she's not telling us even now. I don't.
She
She's not all too
speaks up.
trustworthy.
Yet I'm the only one that can get you into the tunnels and past the guards. At least with a living chance in all of you living. And she kind of just sighs. You're right. There is something I haven't been telling you. She she sighs. Me and my mother have a disagreement on how things should go. We got into a little bit of an argument, and she kind of just pauses. Unfortunately, I got tasked to keep you out, but because my mother, she mutters under her breath, has decided to do what she did, I'm gonna let you in. I think it'd be amusing to me. It's not
I've
like
never known you to go against your. This sprout coming from. What did she do to piss you off so much?
Wait, would you like not know her?
no. You would never have heard of her maid, but you know that Fawn has few sisters, but you never would have heard of Trix specifically because of, well, she's Beatrix's pet.
No, but none of Fawn's siblings are known for going against Beatrix. So
All of Fawn's siblings
Well,
are known for going
yeah,
against Beatrix.
yeah, kind of
mm,
all of them. The only one that like
then I've read the
really,
wrong things. My bad.
yeah, the only one that
I'll shut the fuck up.
really is like a mama's girl, if you will, is Trix, and even then that does have limits. Atcher's gonna pipe up. I still don't trust you as far as I can throw you,
Why
but
not?
unfortunately, knowing her for as long as I have, she is our best bet, and it is likely that she is to do something like this just for entertainment.
Oh,
Oh, I shouldn't have shown.
entirely. It would be so
I'm
fun
sorry.
to watch my mother struggle against you. You're not going to make it, of course, because, well, she kind of gestures to all of you. You've got one old man, she gestures to you as Entar, one goblin, one teenager, one dog, and one whatever a Lunalite is.
Hello.
No reaction to being
Moonlight.
called an old man. Got it.
Moonlight's gonna look over at Atchor, and then out loud, because she's not thinking better. So, do I apologize or do I not for the attempted murder?
No, no.
No, I don't. Okay.
She walks up to you, and she puts an arm around your shoulder. Aw, come on, Archie. We're best of friends, aren't we?
I dread the day that I have to call you sister-in-law.
Oh, how come? I mean, I guess you won't have to since she's getting married to Trevor. She kind of shrugs at the thought. Though I'm not very big on being into his family, She pauses for a moment. That's not the best family to be in. She kind of just shrugs. And kind of just speaks up again. Anyways, off we go. And she starts skipping ahead of you all.
Well, I guess she's coming along.
Oh, why
I
don't y'all trust Trix? She's never done anything wrong. Besides, like, murder.
And being a rat. Sorry.
Was she really raised any different, though?
No, I suppose she wasn't.
Well, they're walking. Moonlight is going to like walk beside Atcher a bit, like, and kind of drag them a bit away from Trix, obviously. And then she's gonna speak up. Do you want me to? I'm gonna say keep an eye on them and try to get them more on our side than just entertainment.
It would be a wasted effort.
Ah, gives me something to do. And besides, I can't exactly manipulate other people.
I mean, you're welcome to try, but you're likely not to succeed. She's... Well, thankfully she's not quite a mini Beatrix, but she's getting there.
I can work with that. Thank you.
As you guys start walking and it starts to get day and then night again, so you guys have been walking for about a day and you kind of realize that it's time to set up some sort of
I was about to
campsite.
say, I think we should set up camp. And I'll start getting ready to get my cook's tools out and stuff like that.
As you guys,
So,
sorry, go on.
did anyone bring camping gear?
Trix perks up. I have a tent. I have at least two. She kind of,
How big are the
I
packs?
have my bedroll in my pack,
hold
but
on.
that comes for my stuff for camping. There's not a full group kit in here, especially not for our huge one.
Arena says that she has her own rations and what's the word?
Bedroll.
Bedroll. Yes.
She says she has two tents that can each fit three. Let me see if I have a tent object just in my inventory.
As you're looking for that, Lunalai is going to speak up. I have fire cantrips and, well, gonna whisper so Trix doesn't hear. I don't actually sleep, so I can keep watch while everyone else is doing stuff.
I hate about half of it.
You'll just use
I
that
can,
as a tent.
and keep an eye on Trix as well.
As you guys go and you set up your fire and stuff. Uh, you see the flames flicker softly in in the light, and you hear Trix kind of pipe up. Why don't we tell stories? And this is why I said you all need a story like when a few months ago. If you don't actively have one prepared, that's fine. But do any of you have one? Question mark.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so
The
for
others,
those of you who do, choose what order you want to tell it in.
the others can go first.
Not
Ashley,
as
do you want to go first? Okay, I guess I'm going first.
I don't
Amar
in
is
mine.
going to sit cross-legged by the fire. Coda's gonna like sit close enough that he can put her like or his head on her leg, and she's just gonna be like, "All right, let me tell you all about the worst robot ever invented." Once upon a time, when I was like 50 years old,
50.
my
You're
dad
old.
decided I needed a nanny bot. Hmm?
You're old. Trix mutters under her
I'm
breath.
200.
Jesus
Yeah, I'm 200
Christ.
years old.
But you
But it's
look
the
like.
equivalent, for my species, it's the equivalent of a human 16-year-old, unfortunately.
That makes more sense.
Yep. Okay, so when I was about 50 years old, human equivalent of like 8 to 10 years old, my dad decided I needed a nanny. Uh, no, I was older than that. I was a kid, a younger kid, and my dad decided I needed a nanny. But we couldn't hire a nanny because of circumstances, blah, 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 blah. So he made a nanny bot. This nanny bot was a jerk. He kept complaining about how I was organic and blah, blah, blah.
I'm hungry.
But also at the time, I was very interested in radiation. So my dad repurposed this robot into being a tactician. Most idiotic tactician I've ever met. He got forced into retirement. And then when he had to come out of retirement because of a universal war, He, me, and a few other people got sent on a mission. Our camp kept getting attacked, yet he kept insisting on long resting. And then he left me and Coda alone at the camp, and my leg got broken. He's been decommissioned. True story. All of it is a true story.
As you're saying this, Trix is looking at you and nodding slightly. You can tell she's listening to every word.
And that is my campfire story.
Okay. Uh, Trix looks at you and she nods. Huh. Fascinating. She mutters under her breath. Who's next? Ashley, I'm excited for your Lunalai story, I'm not gonna lie.
Why? I mean, I can say it, but before I say it, I have a few things to do because I don't trust this bitch.
Why not? Okay. Who wants to go after Lunalai?
Give me a second. As wrong person.
Sorry.
You sent that to Ion. You sent that wait, you sent that to me. You sent that to the who is the wrong Ion help.
Oh, I see what you guys did. Ah, you guys are still swapped around. Oh,
Yes.
you
Yeah, we
guys.
are.
We made
I'll
Oh,
even admit that I got mixed up a couple times. That's why I stopped and started again, because I was looking at my username like, why am I not saying anything? Oh, wait, I'm Ashley.
I've done that a few times.
there you go. That makes sense. Okay.
Anyways,
All right, continue. Sorry. My bad.
yeah, I guess first thing I want to do is just look over and I would like to roll persuasion and be like, "Hey, can you tell us why you want to hear these stories?"
I'm just interested.
You did not answer my question. That was a question.
She answered. She's just interested.
I just that no, my question was, can I roll persuasion and be
Oh,
like
yes.
the manipulator fail? Okay, well, whatever. I guess I'll go. So back in my reality, there's this magical school. Not magical school. You learn magic there. But
She
a
kind
few
of
years ago.
nods.
Hmm.
Trix nods and looks at you intently.
But a while ago, there was this bully girl named Laura. She was bullied by a few people. One of them, Leon's just gonna kind of smile. One of them had your name, Trix.
She turns to you. Oh.
Hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. One of the bullies had your name. Anyways, that's the point. Uh. So. So the they. So one day, this Laura, one day got upset at the bullies, and they wanted to summon a dark creature. So they basically used the bullies as a sort of vessel for these dark creatures, and sadly, many others did not make it out of poor tormented Laura's payback, their retribution, so to speak. Trix's mind and another bully's mind were put into these creatures, and some say that you can still find their victims and the two horrible creatures around the school to this day, if you know where to look. That is.
She nods.
I mean, hey, if you know someone named Laura, maybe they're even planning the same thing to you.
I don't
Wouldn't
believe I know a Laura.
Lunai at this point is gonna cast major image on themselves just to say it, just to say it, just to alleviate this. I mean, they could be planning it right at this moment, and you would never know. And then she's gonna end the spell. Story done.
Anyone else want to go?
Uh, Averna will go. I have I have a story of a old story of my people. So she stands reaching towards the chain to the body chain that is around her torso and pulls out a drum set. Well, it's like a tiny little drum that she can hold uh in between her what's called elbow. Elbow? That area between the elbow. And she starts to play some tap out a simple beat. In the depths of an ancient warren, there was once a young goblin who worked and slept and worked and slept, cleaning clothes, weaving baskets, butchering the hunted. This goblin was so tired and frustrated by the constant work with no rewards beyond food in their belly and a place to sleep. So they ran, leaving their cave home behind. The goblin trotted on and on until they found a den of kobolds, where they worked in harmony, setting up their traps, mining their riches, and so on and so forth. The goblin decided to stay with them, as they are constant, as they notice the kobolds constantly reward their workers and their families with appreciations, support, and everything else. So the goblin worked, the goblin slept, and the goblin was rewarded. On and on and on the until they noticed that the kobolds were too much, too close than what they are used to. Always, always looking over your shoulder, always talking, talking over you, and being so close together. So the goblin was tired and frustrated by the constant looking over their shoulder, and they ran. On and on the goblin ran until they left the mountain caves and went and settled around the base of their mountain, where they found a war band of orcs. Accepted by the orcs, the goblin trained and fought as well as one goblin would against a orc and was accepted. But as the goblin worked and fought and slept, they found that they are not caught up as every time they slept they felt aches and pains that they didn't feel in the kobold dens nor within their own worlds. So as the goblin was bruised and battered from the constant training and work, never having a chance to truly rest, They ran away, leaving the mountain behind entirely and going to the distant hills where they found dwarves. The dwarves welcomed the goblin with open arms due to the fact that they knew how to weave baskets, knew how to butcher the hunted, because the goblin knew how to mine and to process precious jewels, and because the goblin knew how to fight. Ecstatic, the goblin finally thought they found their people, until the goblin, until chains appeared around the goblin's neck and hands, and the dwarves forced them to work, never giving their appreciations, never leaving them bruised and battered every night, and always looking over their shoulders. And thus the little goblins spent the rest of their days doing all the things that they hated and having none of the good things that they wanted. And she sits back down.
Trex looks at you and blinks slowly. That story does sound vaguely familiar. I think my. She pauses for a moment. My older brother used to tell me something similar.
Your older brother seems uh, well known of cultures then.
She looks up at him and smiles softly. He was, but unfortunately he passed before any of them were born. She kind of gestures her hand up in the air, referring to her siblings. Well, other than Raven, but the two had a falling out. She mutters under her breath. Anyways, I have a story, if I may. She kind of looks to the group.
Wait, real quick. Who are you talking about?
She looks up at you and kind of shrugs. You wouldn't know him. He passed before Lystorya was born.
What was his name?
Legend. What?
Oh, we met recently, actually.
She turns to you and her eyes glow this, like, faint shade in the dark, and you tell that's something that's common in her family when they're excited. He's alive?
Sort of.
My mother got to him, didn't he? Or didn't she?
No, I don't believe so.
She smiles and looks up at the stars. Huh. At least there's some good in this world. And she full and she looks at the fire and the flame reflects in her eyes as they both change to a shade of blue. I guess it's my turn. Cause neither Maid or Az, you both don't have one prepared, right?
Oh, I have a story, but she can go first.
Okay. um Trix looks up and looks at the fire and it reflects in her eyes. This is the story of a woman named Rose. She fell in love with a woman, a goddess, but her being an elf and the woman being immortal, they would never be able to be together. The woman asked Rosalie for power repeatedly to be immortal like her, or to make herself mortal so that the two could live together for whatever time they had. The goddess never let the goddess never let that happen. She told the woman, "My love, you don't want to be immortal. You don't want the power. It corrupts. It destroys your memory, your mind." Trix flicks her hand and the fire goes up and it turns this faint shade of pink. But the woman kept asking. Anyways, uh, Trix flicks her hand and the fire turns this faint shade of pink. But the woman wouldn't take no for an answer. And so she went to the goddess of love, and as she's talking, she's moving her hand around, and the flame seems to follow it. "Make me immortal," she said. "Give me the power to become a god," she said. And as Trix looks up, the fire dulls slowly. The goddess then again explained to the woman that she didn't want to be immortal. She didn't want the power. She didn't want. Trix sighs softly. She didn't want the goddess that she was in love with. And as over time, the woman grew old, and she made one final attempt. "Give me your heart," she told Rosalie. A heart, as you may know, she kind of gestures. Those of you from this world, at least, when a god or goddess gives somebody their heart, it's their only form of love. Well, she did. Rosalie gave the woman her heart. And Trix swallows and closes her hand, and as she does this, the fire raises up almost above your guys' heads and flips back down. And the woman crushed it. And with ability and taking Rosalie's ability to love along with it. And she lets her hand go. The woman didn't care though. She got her immortality, and she got and and she got her love along with it. But without a heart, Rosalie was unable to love the woman. And you see a tear slowly fall down Trix's cheek as she finishes her story by saying, without the ability to love, well, there can't really be a relationship now, can there? Did any of that actually make sense? I feel like it didn't.
It made sense to me.
Okay.
I think I get the implication, but still, Lunali's gonna like clap happily, like, good story.
Trix kind of shrugs. And she like dusts off her pants. Anyways, anyone else want to go?
There once was a viper, a small viper, who thought herself a large dragon with the power to unleash destruction with her breath. But she was only a viper, only capable of spewing venom and poisoning the lives of those around her. This viper had many children, but our story only focuses on 3. A raven, rat. And an actual dragon. The raven was independent, using her wings to fly beyond the viper's reach, eventually flying the coop to where the viper wouldn't really be able to reach her again. Her intelligence was her greatest weapon. The rat was the viper's favorite toy and spy, who thought she was smarter than she was, pretended to care less than she actually did, and secretly had a pair of wings of her own that she refused to use. The dragon was alone, kept alone. The viper, jealous of her wings, and her mighty breath, and her real power. The end. She's gonna steal a slight glance over at Netrix.
She kind of looks back at you, her eyes darkening in the light, realizing who you're referring to.
Are we supposed to recognize the rat?
No. Do you say that in character or no?
Lunalight says that out loud because I think she's kind of. I'm pretty sure she would have if everything of. Considering it's clear that people don't like Lunalight, so I assume that her lost miracle knowledge is somewhat intact.
Thatcher's simply gonna turn to Lunalai. It's just a story.
Just a story, huh?
But I. Okay.
Gonna hop
Lunalight
up and
just-
go.
Oh.
Go on.
Go on. Please go on.
I was just gonna say that Atcher was gonna hop up and go climb a tree to go to bed.
Do you still sleep like a bat? Trix asks you question, like, kind of.
In the branches.
Trix kind of just shrugs. And she looks up at you, Archer, like she's going to say something, then she closes her mouth. And turns to the rest of the party. Well, I do believe we should get some rest. We have to get to the wedding sooner than later, preferably. To watch Lathia get married, obviously. To Trevor. Yeah, that's the only reason.
Why else would we be going?
Exactly.
Amara's just gonna lean over to Lunalai and just whisper, "We're trying to stop it, Lunalai."
We are?
We're trying. Yes, Lunalai, we are. We're supposed to rescue Lathia, remember?
Oh,
I didn't realize that's what we were doing.
That's what the guy in flannel told us to do.
the guy in flannel.
Amara doesn't know his name. That's.
Does she know that he's a god or no?
She probably didn't realize, honestly.
That's gonna be funnier when you guys meet your different gods again. Trix does chirp up one last time though. Hey, the Festival of the Stars is tomorrow though. So well, she kind of just shrugs. If you guys celebrate that.
What is that?
She turns to you and she kind of smiles. You're not from here, are you?
No, not at all.
She kind of looks at Coda and looks back at you. Yeah, no, I kind of assumed. The Festival of Stars is when people give an offering to the goddess Stelia. Usually a form of art piece, either food or actual art or a dance, something. And she'll grant a wish. The sky turns this really pretty shade of purple. I am not allowed to celebrate it because, I'm just
Your
not.
mother's a narcissistic cunt.
She pauses for a moment.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said that word.
Oh, I don't care. But she pauses for a moment. She opens her mouth and closes it. Um, my mother is an individual who has her opinions of speaking about people.
I mean,
And
your mom's not here, is she?
she kind of turns to you and shrugs. No, but I am not. She just kind of shrugs. Last time I spoke anything bad about her or against her, it didn't go too well. She kind of just
Lunala is
shrugs.
going to cast detect magic and look at tricks to see if there's any magic that kind of insinuate someone listening.
There,
I guess that'd be like enchantment.
okay. There's no enchantment to
Mhm.
insinuate that anybody's listening.
Is there any magic on her at all?
Yeah, there's magic on her.
What school?
Uh,
I'm hungry.
there's some sort. You can't tell what the exact spell is. You can
No,
tell that there's something stopping her from saying what she wants to.
Lunala's just gonna shrug. You seem to have some sort of magic on you, so you don't seem to be lying entirely. But anyways, it's not like I'm gonna celebrate anything like that tomorrow. Worship a different god or goddess.
She kind of just shrugs. I guess I did
Art!
too.
I will definitely be participating in the Festival of the Stars as the the goddess is the patron of my country, home of my homeland. Yes.
She turns
The
to you and
festival,
she smiles. Sorry, go on.
the ritual of wishes isn't really a form of, or the ritual of wishes isn't really a form of worship as much as it is a trade. You offer the goddess a form of true artistry and passion, and she might offer you your wish in
It
return.
is. It is for us.
It can be worship. The festival itself is worship, but the ritual. Uh,
Doesn't sound like something I really care to participate in then.
Trix pipes up one last time. Are you sure? She could make you taller. Well,
I choose this height for myself. Usually I can't do shit right now.
she
I
shrugs.
like
I
my
mean,
height.
you could get your power back. The goddess will put someone in her, and she puts in air quotes, true body. She kind of just
I'm
shrugs.
sure the I'm sure the chosen one wouldn't mind a bit of leniency.
Hmm, I guess so. That's fair.
Lunalai says the chosen one. Amara just pinches the bridge of her nose and sighs disappointedly.
Any-
Very disappointed sigh.
anyways, if you guys want to sleep, I've got watch. Like I said before.
Trix kind of looks up at you
I'll
and
take second watch.
turns. I can take watch if you need. I don't need sleep. She kind of just shrugs. Um, I did trading. She kind of just like shrugs very slightly. I'm assuming none of you actually trust me to take watch over you while you sleep, do you?
I mean, I'm gonna sit out here. You can stay out here, but I'm gonna be out here as well, just reading my reading book, I guess.
Okay. So you okay? After the rest of you go to sleep, and Lunalai, you are the only one
All I
who
have to do is meditate. So
um yeah. But after you're meditating, and Lunalai, you're staying up. you notice that there is a dark, very, very dark purple, almost black aura around Trix when she's sleeping. It's not magical, but you can hear her muttering in her sleep, and you can roll perception to see what she says.
17.
You hear her say, "I'm sorry, I won't say anything again. I'll keep quiet." Muttering in her sleep. She's kicking and obviously trying to fight something off in her sleep as she's muttering and talking to herself.
Lunai is just gonna put her book down, walk over to Trix, and just look at Exentar, thumbs up, knowing she's about to, probably in a way that proves she's about to do something really stupid, but just like, hello, person beyond, goodbye, person beyond, and then goes and sits down again. Goes back to reading her book. That's
Um,
it. That's all she
okay.
does.
And as the day, and as the night truly sets in, that is where we are going to end session for this month. I'm going to stop the recording now.